much news. Whole damn world has got the blues. Seems like reason out the door. Common sense you can't find no more. And I guess we're gonna need somebody with a master plan. Guess we're gonna need somebody take us to the promised land.
Hey, good afternoon. You're on the Robert Jeter Show, Blues in the News. I'm here live in Atlanta, Georgia. Unedited, just a little stream of consciousness about what's going on out there.
You mustn't rearrange. Too much greed, there's too much hate, but not much time to change our fate. And I guess we're gonna need somebody with a master plan. Guess we're gonna need somebody to take us to the promised land.
Yeah, I hope we make it to the promised land, huh? Get out of this mess we're in, because we're in a mess. But there's light at the end of the tunnel. You know, there's always light. You always got to think positive. And there's a lot of good people still in the country. I mean, a lot of great people, a lot of people who are... In fact, I think the majority of Americans are, you know, good, decent, hardworking, honest, you know, God-loving patriots. You know, it's just this minority we got. You know, it's the same way in a lot of countries. You take, I mean, the Russian Revolution was started more or less, you know, by 15% of the population, and you know they went, you know, these commies, you know, and they take control. They take control of the media. They take control of the of organizations, government organizations. They take control of everything, and it's a process they go through. And of course, outside, you know, entities are helping with this. You know what I mean? There are outside governments who are enemies are encouraging this. The globalists are encouraging this. So there's a lot of money, a lot of power, a lot of influence outside the country that's feeding off of these 10, 15% of the population who are drinking the Kool-Aid and causing all the problems, you know? And then you have censorship, which makes a lot of people, you know, scared to speak up. But look, I think Tucker Carlson, that whole thing with Fox News, was proof that big corporations have gone too far. And I think Fox will definitely suffer because of it. And, you know, people are going other places to get their news, online, YouTube, podcasts like this, for example, this little podcast. So, you know, people know the truth, or you just got to go out and look for it, and you'll find it. But it's not in the mainstream. It's not, our education system is messed up as well, thanks to the union. But you got to fight it on ground level. You got to find it from the grassroots. You got to fight it anywhere you can. That's one reason I come out to fight the madness. And I mean, I do it very humbly, and I don't have many followers, etc. You know, I mean, I'm not a big person. I'm just an average Joe. But I just feel like I need to do something to scream out freedom. Anyway, that said, I think I'm also going to talk about the economy a little bit today, because banks look like they're in a bad shape again. All those regional banks were hurting yesterday, and the stock market was down. So, you know, if you play options, you play puts, maybe you're making some money on those shorts, huh? But it's a very volatile situation. Inflation is still here. Man, when I was living in New York, it's crazy. It's crazy in Atlanta, but man, in New York, it's even crazier. And that's one reason I got out, because they were keeping on jacking up the rents. Everything was going up, plus you pay more taxes, everything else, the crime, et cetera, et cetera. So it was hard to deal with it all. So I'm back here in Atlanta, Georgia, and it is a little warmer, so that's cool. I can dig the warmth. But anyway, with that said, I think I'll play a little bit more music. Huh?
Get back to Georgia seemed the death of me. But I was found by Elijah's hand. No promise of fail will ruin his plan. There on that highway I was blinded by the light. Said the salvation was up ahead inside. Knew it was right, shining through the night. I'm on the highway of redemption. There's no speed limit where I'm bound. I'm on a road that has no wind, but before it's too late you should still got room inside my car if you want to fly to the other side. Let's fly.
And how about this immigration stuff, huh? I mean, there's immigrants are still coming in, illegal immigrants. I mean, I realize we need some of these people to work, but I mean, it's cheap labor, right? So, I mean, if you got a small business, you pick up as cheap labor, but how many bad guys are coming through, you know, from all over the world? And it's a cabal, you know, it's planned. I saw something on Epoch News the other day where, you know, all this, we was talking about all the sex trafficking that's really sponsored by our government. I mean, they release these kids who are by themselves to individuals who have criminal records. And, you know, the address, you look up the address where they send these kids, and it could be a field, it could be a warehouse, it could be anywhere. I mean, these people are very, very vulnerable. I mean, there's so much blood on the hands of the U.S. government. It's unbelievable. And I think Judgment Day is coming very soon. I can see why Biden wants to send troops now to the border. Because there's a question about, you know, Title 42 ending, and I think he's got so much pressure. You know, I think he has to wake up every now and then, you know, from his nap and said, I guess I better do something. I mean, he talked to McCarthy the other day. So, I mean, he sees the handwriting on his wall, especially all these people coming after his beloved son, Hunter, the swinger. You know, he had to go to court and face the fire from his ex-lover, and to, you know, he had to put up the alimony for the child born out of the wedlock. And because I don't think Joe knows he's got another grandchild. He doesn't want to admit he's got another grandchild. That's what it is. But there's so much corruption in that family that it's unbelievable. And I just think, you know, it's you can't get away with it but so much longer. Because, like I said, it's too many good people in this country, too many patriots, too many God-fearing people to, you know, for them to get away with it. And, you know, so the handwriting is on the wall. And I'm sort of optimistic, but of course you never know what's going on in the world. I mean, they could drop the big one any day, right? Now, with the things going on with Russia and Ukraine, and then you got China and Taiwan, you got Iran in the Middle East. I mean, and you got North Korea. You know, only by the grace of God are we still here, really, because, you know, one person could make a mistake. You know, the button could be pushed, and, you know, it's all over with. You know, it's up in smoke. But I don't think that's the plan. I really don't think that's the plan, the divine plan. But you just have to keep the faith, get out there and fight, stay true to yourself, keep to the traditions that you have because they're good. Know your history, do your research. Don't fall for any scams. It's easy to do. I mean, that's all the time I get propositions made now. Are these real propositions or what's going on? You know, and with AI coming up now, I mean, who knows if you're talking to a robot, a machine, a real person, you know, and, you know, it's just hard to know for sure what's going on because it's so many smoke screens. But you have to keep the faith. You have to use your wits about you, use your intelligence, and don't let it get you down. You know what I mean? Because God is on your side, you know. You believe in Him, He believes in you. That's a little summer tune. Summer's coming, so...
Sitting in a cafe on the
Riviera.
Looking at the
This one's called So Blue. I wrote this when I was back in San Tropez back in the day. I don't know if the mix is the best on this one. Have you ever been to the Riviera, the French Riviera, down in Provence, France? It's gorgeous.
Now I am a singer of simple music. A simple man is all I wanna be. So you can take all your lies and confusion, wrap them up and toss them to the sea. It's so blue, but not me.
So anyway, you're on the Robert Jeter Show, Blues in the News. Give me a little news, give me a little blues, little tunes here and there. Just trying to get it all off my shoulder, trying to stay healthy, positive, with the right outlook. Maybe it'd be a good idea. Like I said, this is sort of like a stream of consciousness, and everything is like off the cuff. I should write it down more on these podcasts. I should plan it better, but I got so much going on. But anyways, no excuse, right? And don't make any excuses, I was thinking, I often go to Epoch Times because I sort of trust Epoch Times. They do a lot of research. I'm just looking at the headlines in Epoch Times today. So here's the first headline. Title 42 set to expire as thousands of migrants approach southern border. So they're trying to get in before Title 42. Title 42 was up actually under Trump because under COVID, he didn't want all these people coming in with COVID, etc. So they were able to deport a lot of these people, keep them from coming in. Even though so many coming in now, it's like crazy. I don't know how much it could get any worse. But anyway, and then I think Biden wanted to send some troops. So he said something about it. I don't know. It's crazy. Belgrade school shooting. Boy kills 9 guys. All these people getting shot. This is in Serbia school shooting. So it's happening everywhere. It's just everybody's, out of sync. When the world goes out of sync, all this bad stuff happens all the time. And I guess, a lot of bad stuff happened before and we never saw it because it wasn't online. It wasn't so, everything's global today. So as soon as somebody, drops your shoe in Timbuktu, you know about it, But still, it's a lot of violence going on. And people talk against gun control, for gun control, whatever. I mean, it's a part of our Constitution here. It's the Second Amendment, and you need protection for your family. You need protection for your freedom. And there's a lot of tyranny out in the world. You know what I mean? So if you don't protect yourself, who's going to protect you? Can you depend on the CIA or the FBI or even the police to protect you? They're so scared to do anything. And a lot of them are corrupt, at least in the CIA and FBI. So you only have yourself to be responsible, for your own being, for your own well-being, and for your own protection. So heaven forbid they take away the guns. It'll never happen in this country. There's just too many guns out there. In no way. There'll be a revolution, a bloody revolution, if they actually tried to forcefully take away guns. Even though they do a lot of stuff today I didn't think they would ever get away with. And they do it because, more and more people drink the Kool-Aid. But I'm hoping more and more people are starting to wake up. But anyway, the next article here on the Epoch News today was Senate Democrats discuss, what did they discuss? I don't know, something with, I can't see the whole headline. I got to go into, it's a news conference. Oh man, Schumer is out there in the news conference talking about something. Decouple China, bring it all back home. We're talking about China. Well, yeah, China is an issue. Definitely, China is an issue. And we need manufacturing in this country. There's so many things that we need here that are not made here. Like, I don't know, I could go on and on. Batteries, for example. They want to do electric cars and stuff. All those batteries, lithium and stuff like that, it comes from, other places in the world. And, of course, China's going everywhere and collecting all these minerals and rare earths products so they can control everything. And they do control everything. So, yeah, definitely, made in America, it's the good thing. If you want to go out and buy something new, make it in America. Anyway, I'm running out of time. I'm only here for 15 minutes. Because I got things to do, people to see, places to go. So anyway, enjoy your day and stay true to yourself. And let me find a little bit more tune. Can I find another tune?
Yeah.